Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today I got Sly Jesse again with me. Hey Jesse, say hello to everybody.
Hey everybody, how you going?
Now Jesse and I have been talking about War Z, and Jesse is a YouTuber as well, and has a great channel. You can click on his name anytime during the video here, or mine, you know, because we're actually doing this as a collaboration. This is appearing on both channels, and you know, check out the other channel. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't, leave hate mail or something, you know. He's not into that. Neither am I, really. I get it anyway. So, let's talk today on War Z about you know, the kind of the business aspect of War Z. I think that's what it is, because, you know, why would they choose to launch during alpha?
Well, so many people wanted to play the game, and I think they just wanted to make that extra money. They knew if they released it, there's going to be so many people playing it, and more people, because their friends are going to be playing it, that they'll want to play it too. So they'll start getting more money, see how many people actually want to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a number in the forum saying that they had over 200,000 paid players now. Isn't that pretty incredible?
I'm not too sure about that.
It was actually it was one of the staff that posted that. So
yeah.
Okay, I sense some distrust here or whatever. What's going through your head?
Well, from the start, the developers posted on the forums have pretty much been lying to us the entire time. They've told us that that the game won't be hackable. No one can hack the game, which by now everyone's talking about how hacks are wrecking the game. Mm-hmm. So the hackers made their point proven that the game is hackable, and they were wrong. And I think that they were a bit over their head to say that no one can hack the game. Mm-hmm. They've also given more false statements about stats, about how many people are actually playing the game at one time. I'm pretty sure they said 22,000 concurrent users at one stage, mm-hmm. which they wouldn't have been able to handle. They had about 140 servers in total when the game came out. 30 players maximum each. I can't work that out. But
here, I have a calculator. Let's see, how many servers were there?
About 140.
140 times 30 is 4,200.
Yeah, and you know, then you would have people who were just idling, you know, on the main menu, mm-hmm. but you know, it wouldn't be 18,000 people just idle on the main screen. About refunds as well. The refunds, they said, I can't actually remember the exact number. It was like really small. I'm just going to guess 24. But everyone should know, or have an idea, that when you release a game, there's going to be lots of refunds when people instantly aren't happy with it, especially when it's in alpha and they don't understand that the game's going to be improving over time. Mm-hmm. So I can't prove that they're lying for that, but in general, it really looks like they would be.
Yeah, I would not have released an alpha no matter how much I wanted to. You know, it seems to me that if it were me running this company, that what I would have done if I was at a point where the game was playable, but we needed development money to come in, I'd have run a Kickstarter campaign, and then, you know, give specific dates of when people get access and everything, and you're actually able to test the market before you go live. they have done some things very oddly. The support system, I notice, is just a support system that you can just go. Anybody can go sign up an account there and run your support tickets through it. It wasn't even branded whenever I saw it under their name. There is a lot of stuff that I have wondered why. Now, I haven't really gotten into this whole thing of whether they're lying or not. But I keep seeing that. I keep seeing people saying that they're dishonest and that they're thieves and that they're liars. Why is that? I mean, is it just because of everything you said, or
Pretty much, they just keep telling things that aren't true. They have had release dates for things like the friend and clan system, which they've pushed back due to hackers, which originally they shouldn't have been hackers, like they said. Mm-hmm. They've on the forums, they're really touchy, I'd say. They like to ban people, even though they've only got one post trying to get help for certain things, like the game isn't working. I've seen people banned for that. I know people have been banned for that. It's just not the way you'd really want to run the.
Do you think it's a matter of them being dishonest, or that their customer service skills need to be leveled up?
I'm going to say both. Because of what I just said before, I do believe they've really been dishonest. I don't believe they're scamming people. I don't believe they're in it just to get a quick buck and then just chuck out, because they are updating the game. The game's getting lots of updates every few days. Mm-hmm. They're trying to keep in touch with the community, but that's the bit where they're lying. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what are you hearing? What has been the most shocking thing to you on this subject?
Probably saying the game's unhackable.
Yeah,
that's a pretty huge statement.
Yeah, that's yeah. The fact is that every game is hackable. Yes. Every single game, even something like Blizzard with World of Warcraft and everything. They've how much money have they dumped into protecting that game? How many tens of millions of dollars, and but they still get hacked. So to say it's unhackable is not true. Even our banks are hackable. So given the right resources, hackers can get through. So so I don't want to make this video about I hate War Z or anything like that, because I think that the game is great, and I think that it has a lot of potential, and I hope that they really take it in the right direction. I worry about all of this collateral damage that they seem to be collecting with all of these people who are so outspoken about it, and them having to defend themselves all the time. I mean, I read one of the latest forum posts that was from one of the staff there, and one of his lines in there were, "To all of you that think we are lying." And then he went on to say something else, and I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember that he addressed, the fact that there's a whole bunch of people that think that they were lying. And
that actually reminded me of something. Mm-hmm. I think he's the lead director. It's Sergey. He made a reference to some of the people. I'm not going to say it, but it's a reference to homosexuality. He called it a group of people which quite a lot of people were upset about it.
Really?
Yes, which doesn't really provide lots of positive feedback for him, since he's, I'm pretty sure, the lead director of the War Z.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I've considered reading his stuff that he's like the owner. I mean, I don't know what he is really, but so He made some sort of derogatory statement or something like that.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember what it was about. It was I got a few things, but I don't want to say them in case I'm wrong. But I know
Right.
there was a big post about it. He did say sorry, as you would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to say as well that I actually love the game. As you were saying before, that I like the game. I don't fancy the way that it's being run at the moment and what things are happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I feel like they are inexperienced, and they are. That actually is two things with that. One is that inexperience helps to create the problems that they've got with perception with the public and with customer service. But it also, someone who's inexperienced in developing a game doesn't know the perceived corporate rules in the video game industry. And so they do a lot of things that are out of those bounds, and that really push that envelope, and that people are going, why the hell are they doing that? But at the same time, that's how brilliant new things get introduced. And it's from thinking outside of that, like, corporate, game developer world and stuff. And so that has the potential to kill them, and it has the potential to produce greatness. So, I'm an optimist. So I'll go on the greatness side. So how did you feel about the NDA?
I hated it. That's because I actually wanted to put videos out. I was really annoyed about them. How on their Facebook page they actually linked to someone's YouTube who recorded while the NDA was in effect, and the first thing that was said, it was along the lines of this: please don't report me. Ask me to take the video down first so I don't get a strike from YouTube. I couldn't believe it, and
that's balls on both parts. that's balls on the developers and balls on the guy who did the video.
Yeah, it was eventually said that they did get permission eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, first they've broken the NDA by recording it.
Mm-hmm. The NDA, I didn't even know it was in effect. Normally an NDA covers everything about the game. That the only thing you can say is, yes, I play the game. But the way this was done and everything, and I was seeing other videos out there and everything, and I just hopped right on board, and I published a video, and then a bunch of people piled on saying, hey, it's under NDA. I'm like, what? I read everything. I didn't see that.
Yeah, actually, originally there was like only one. Someone asked if they could publish videos. This was before the alpha was released to the public, and they said no. There's going to be a NDA until the beta on the 31st, which the beta is not out, by the way.
Right.
They've extended the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
So they've said that on a forum post. Yeah, it wasn't really put around. I mean, you could download the game, and then you got the terms and conditions that popped up. You actually had to find it in there, where it actually said, yeah, you cannot record this with third-party software, pictures, and all that. It was only a little bit. So no one actually really knew about it. And then they moved it, they updated the game, and you had to accept the terms and conditions again, as you do. And then they moved it up to the top, and in red it had underlined, you cannot do this. But you still got to think, no one's really actually read it. Like lots of people don't read the terms and conditions when they play a game. They just hit next, 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 yes, I can play. Also in those terms and conditions, originally, it looked like they copied it from League of Legends. Because
I heard about
they
that.
actually had the League of Legends written in it.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yes. Yes, people are like, oh no, League of Legends going to sue them? Because it was like just a copy of it, and it said, oh, I can't remember what it said. It was like, all products, including League of Legends and data, and I was like, oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, you know, that goes back to the inexperience that I was talking about. I mean, dude, do a search for the keywords of who you're stealing it from. I can see how with that that helps to lead to the perception that they're liars and everything. They have a huge perception problem, and you know, people just are not trusting them, and that's pretty sad. Really, because you know, it's a wonderful game, but they keep tripping over themselves.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't have much more that I can say other than I hope that they do a really good job with this. And
I want to say, I know it's got lots of bad things said about them, and you know, I've said lots of things that they're doing wrong, but I love the game. The game's fantastic. They're actually creating quite a decent game at the moment. It's actually looking pretty good, even though they're making all these little mistakes along the way. And yeah, it's looking pretty positive, and hopefully they're changing their attitude, the way they do things.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, Jesse, thank you very much. And for those of you who are watching, depending on which channel you're watching it on, you know, click the name of the other person and check out their channel. And Jesse, thank you very much. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to doing this again in the future. Take care.
You like that, don't you? Eyebrows are even black. Have my aunt put it on. Makeup. Yeah, it's not really dyed. The eyebrows aren't. Yeah, like these. I was listening to dubstep before a lot of you were wearing diapers, alright? You like that, don't you? Don't you?